The road to WrestleMania 41 continues, but before we get there, there's a few big stops among the way. We've still got Elimination Chamber, we've still got the Royal Rumble, and coming up soon, we've got the Raw premiere on Netflix, and we could get some matches announced for that tonight. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling for your WWE Raw preview for the 16th of December 2024. It is almost Christmas. Are Raw going to give us a nice present tonight? Well, we'll find out, because not only is Raw live tonight, but Raw for next week is being taped after tonight's show. So we're going to get a double dose of Raw, and with 2 weeks of Raws, surely the picture headed in to the January show, Netflix, it is going to be a lot more clearer. I believe that there will be one more live show before then, but after tonight, there's only one more Raw before we get to Netflix. Therefore, I think there's a lot of stuff that could go down tonight, and I'm expecting a few matches to be made. At this point, it looks like Raw's debut on Netflix is going to be a pay-per-view level, a premium live event level, and that wouldn't be hard for WWE because a lot of them absolutely suck, but I expect them to go all out. Raw on Netflix will certainly be better than Saturday Night Main Event. It's probably going to be better than, I can't even think of the last, it could be the best event we've seen WWE do since WrestleMania. It very well could be. It could be the best event since Night 2. We're going to have to wait and see. But we're expecting, what we're expecting tonight, CM Punk is going to respond to Seth Rollins. And I feel like it's the same thing every week. Like, so there's no storylines, okay? There's no actual stories. So the talking points are CM Punk's going to respond, or Seth Rollins is going to call out Punk. Someone will speak, the other person will speak, and you get that a lot in WWE, but it's just week to week to week. Somebody speaks, the other person responds, somebody attacks somebody, the other person attacks him. You know, it's like, where's the interesting stuff? At the end of the day, I like Punk, but him in the feud with Seth Rollins, it's probably just going to be two guys that pick up microphones and talk. Like, what's the actual story here? You know, who's stealing whose girlfriend or anything, or who ran over who? You know, like, where's the, who's legitimate, unlegitimate son, you know, like, illegitimate, sorry. Who's who? Nobody's anybody at this point. I mean, wrestling doesn't do stories, it doesn't, especially WWE, or any other company for that matter, but yeah, a lot of people get confused. A lot of people think because there's rivalries and that there's feuds, people confuse them with storylines. There is no storylines, and you can make, the storyline is they want to be the best, or the storyline is this, or the storyline's that. There's nothing there, man. People are clutching at straws. Oh, Seth Rollins doesn't like that CM Punk walked out. Well, neither did Drew McIntyre. Neither did anybody. So is that going to be everybody's storyline? Everybody who gets in a feud with CM Punk is upset that he left the company over 10 years ago? You know, that's not a fucking story. You can't just keep throwing that out there. Anyway, I like Punk, but we'll see what his promo tonight with Rollins is. Now, what else do we have on the card? Well, we've seen that Liv Morgan defeated Io Sky at Saturday Night Main Event. Pretty decent finish, I thought, for the match. Io went for the moonsault. Io Sky boots to the face, then hits the Oblivion. It was good win for Io Sky. Good win for Liv Morgan, sorry. And then we got Rhea Ripley come out, and Rhea Ripley looked at Liv Morgan and obviously says, you know, we're not done. And honestly, man, I'm just looking at Liv Morgan and I'm looking at Rhea Ripley side by side, and I, for the life of me, do not understand all these Rhea Ripley stans, all these people that are, like, obsessed with Rhea Ripley and think that she is she was, like, I don't know, born in heaven or some shit like that, and that she's, like, the hottest thing going. It's like, when you see Rhea Ripley standing face to face with Liv Morgan from the side, I mean, one looks feminine, one's got a curvier, you know, softer, feminine body, and the other one is a lot more masculine, has got the more square jawline face with the more, like, you know, like pinpointed jaw and masculine nose and the bigger shoulder blades, and she's, like, towering over her opponent. And honestly, I see Liv Morgan and Rhea, and fucking Liv makes Rhea look like a man. It is what it. I honestly don't get it. Oh, I know, I do get it. I mean, a lot of these guys are simps and they're into masculine women and they want to be dominated by Rhea Ripley. I know, I do get it. I do understand it, but at the same time, I just find it mind-boggling. But whatever. whatever. So, will we get that match announcement tonight? I mean, possibly. If not tonight, remember there's a tape show as well. Right, the New Day. It's a new day, yes it is, and the New Day are now heels, so we're getting a new version of them. It'll be interesting to see what they do. Last week, we got a promo, didn't really do anything to be honest, came out, got booed, went home. I'm hoping that we don't get this, and I've got a feeling we might, but I'm hoping that over the next, I'm hoping not, but over the next like few weeks, month, I think we might just get the same thing. I think it might just be New Day come out, get booed, try and speak, not allowed to speak, walk to the back. And that would be lame. You know, I want to see what's next for the New Day. I don't need to wait 6 weeks or 2 months to hear them talk, right? Triple H, you don't need to drag everything out. You don't need to bore us to death with everything. The New Day, they've just turned heel. I'm interested in hearing what they've got to say. I want to see what they're going to do next. I don't want them to come out and have the crowd boo and then just to walk off. I don't think anybody wants that. But Triple H thinks that's great. He thinks doing that 6 weeks in a row. He thinks repeating that 6 weeks in a row is great. Can you imagine if Breaking Bad, you had Walter White do the exact same fucking thing 6 weeks in a row, the exact same scene, 6 episodes in a row? People are like, what? I'm not watching this shit no more. It's the same thing. But Triple H does it in wrestling. And we're supposed to believe it's long-term story. No. You done it last week, and it worked, okay? I didn't want it because I wanted to hear what they got to say, but you done it last week. You can't keep doing it. So we need something new this week. They're called the New Day. Give us something new, for God's sake. It's not rocket science. Right. Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament. We have 2 3-way matches remaining. So there is Raquel Rodriguez, Kaden Carter, and Zoe Stark, which has been announced for tonight. So I believe that means Kairi Sane, Natalya, and Alba Fire, will be announced for next week. But we know that one will happen tonight anyway, after the show and the taping. So we're going to find out who the last 2 women are going to be in the semi-finals. Raquel Rodriguez, I'm going to predict that she beats Kaden Carter and Zoe Stark. And in the other one, I'm going to predict... Honestly, it would help if I could remember who won the other matches. Who won the Raw one? It wasn't Selena Vega. It was... I'm going to go with Kairi Sane. I think Kairi Sane should win. Wouldn't be surprised if it's Natalya. Cannot see it being Alba Fire. So I'm going to go with Raquel Rodriguez and Kairi Sane to win their respective matches. Drew McIntyre beat Sami Zayn at Saturday night's main event. Will he enter the Rumble tonight? Will he be after Jey Uso? Will Jey Uso be here tonight? We don't know. But I'm hoping that there's not a long thing done with Drew and Sami, right? It was short and sweet, bang, Saturday night main event. Just move on. I just don't think there's anything interesting with Drew and Sami. Are they going to do Drew and Jey next? I mean, maybe. But Drew McIntyre, man, if he's going after the bloodline, then he's going after the wrong fucking people. You know, why not go after the people that are still trying to... You've got Roman Reigns still trying to claim he's the real tribal chief. Why not go after Roman Reigns? Better yet, why not go after Solo Sikoa? I get that the new bloodline are a heel group, and Drew's a heel, but I don't know, it just seems cheap here, Drew going after the guy that is apologising. And I get it, they joined back up with Roman Reigns, but I mean, whatever, you know, I don't, is Drew going to take out every member? I mean, we've seen him take out Sami, take out Jimmy. Will he take out Jey over the next few weeks in the Royal Rumble? I mean, possibly. Could somebody eliminate the other, set up a feud, heading into the Chamber or Mania? I mean, maybe. I mean, if you really want, if they're going to do Drew versus Jey at Mania, and I don't know if that's the... I mean, you could have one eliminate the other in the Rumble and then maybe repeat the favour in the Elimination Chamber, and that could maybe add a little bit more to it, but, I mean, I don't really know. Drew McIntyre. I like Drew, but I don't know, I'm not interested really in seeing him feud with every single member of the old bloodline. It doesn't... I mean, we should have done that when the bloodline was still together. Damian Priest, he's got unfinished business with Finn Balor. Will he screw Finn Balor at the World Tag Team titles? Who knows? But the titles are getting defended tonight. Balor and JD McDonagh taking on the War Raiders, or the Viking Warriors, whatever they're called these days. Don't really care. But, yeah, it's going to be the Judgment Day defending their belts. We'll see if Damian Priest gets involved. Paul Ellering returned last week to help the Final Testament defeat Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six. That was our first loss in WWE. What will happen tonight? What will be the follow-up? Honestly, Wyatt Six do not care in the slightest. This faction is absolute wank. And we've got... That's pretty much it, I think. We've also got the trade. We've also got this the trade window, the transfer window. So there could be some SmackDown / NXT guys tonight, especially considering that there's 2 shows being taped. So 2 weeks of potential NXT SmackDown guys coming, but so far not a lot's happened. Braun Strowman moved to SmackDown, but that's like the only big one so far. So we have to wait and see if anybody moves to Raw tonight, but it's a transfer window. It could happen. It might happen. Will it happen? Got to tune in tonight, guys, to find out. We've been Fog Wrestling. We'll catch you in the review. Till next time, peace.